Hello, welcome back to my third podcast. Today I'm joined with Tanner, the I was gonna say the guy in the red shirt, but we're all wearing red shirts. Tanner and
Younger series.
Savage NASCAR. So you guys want to introduce yourself?
Pushing you go.
Alright, hey y'all, I'm Savage NASCAR, also aka C Will. Thanks for watching today. We're about to get into some NASCAR talk and talking about the races that happened this weekend and much more, so stay tuned.
My name is Tanner, and joined your Cup series on Instagram. But y'all better subscribe or whatever this thing is. I don't know if it's on YouTube or whatever, but if it's on YouTube, subscribe or follow, or I don't know what to call it. But there you go.
Okay, so yeah, we missed a few races, but because we weren't able to do the podcast, but we did miss a few races. So I think first off we should start talking. Let's talk about the TV ratings that the what was it the race got, the midweek race. So it got like 1.47 million viewers and like 0.9% or whatever. So what do you guys think of that?
Well, I mean, the ratings have gone up this year, so that's pretty cool. Now, I don't know if like the Thursday race, like the ratings were bad or whatever, because I mean, it's the middle of the week like race. More people aren't going to watch it during the middle of the week. Plus, it's on FS1, and not everyone has FS1, so not everyone's going to be able to see it. But I thought the viewings have been really good lately. And more people are becoming more interested in watching the races now. There's been so much drama going on the last couple of weeks and months. So I think it's been an improvement.
Yeah, there's been a lot of drama. What do you think, Tanner?
I think it's been really good, but I don't know. I don't know about midweek racing. Just trying to get more people into NASCAR and all that. But
Yeah.
midweek racing, a lot of people have work at sometimes that they're going to race at, and some people are just now getting off of work when it starts. And some people don't have like the advantages like DVR and stuff like that to record. But, I mean, if you're going to do a midweek race, do it like maybe like an hour after 5, maybe something like that. But if you're trying to get people in the West to like watch it and all that, and like California and all that, they're on like a completely different time zone as us over here on the East or the South and all that. But I don't know. It's going to be weird to see, like, if we have midweek races going in the future next season as, like, big races, like, that's our plan. But I couldn't see it in the future going on.
Yeah, the ratings just haven't been, for the midweek races, they haven't been really amazing ratings. So I doubt they're going to do much more midweek races further on into the future.
The reason why they did midweek races was because of what happened with the lockdown and COVID.
Right.
They had the schedules up. So in the last couple of months, they've had usually 2 races a week for the Cup Series. So they're trying to get the schedule, like, get caught up, sort of. So that's why they've been having some on, like, during the week. But, yeah, like you said, the ratings haven't been that well on, like, Thursday nights, for example, because not many people are going to watch it when it's on FS1 or NBCSN or some channel that not a lot of people have, and it's in the middle of the week. So, yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of people have their job to go to on Wednesday nights, or so yeah, I think it's just going to be best if they went to just the normal races.
I have a idea if they're gonna try to do midweek races or something different than Sundays, run a couple of races on Saturday or something like that. I get they run all the night races on Saturdays or Friday nights or something like that. But I think that'd be pretty cool if you run some more races on Saturday, because some people they'll miss church. They want to miss church just to watch race. So if you're gonna do a race, do it later in the afternoon for Sundays, because there's church on Sundays and stuff like that. That's just an option that I'm thinking of.
I don't like. I don't honestly. I don't really agree with what you said there, Tanner, about Sunday races because the Sunday races they used to be 1 o'clock back in the day, like years ago. They used to be 1 o'clock, 12:30, stuff like that. And every race now on the East Coast is 3:30, and it's causing like a lot of people to be upset in the NASCAR community, including myself, because it's a lot of the reasons why we are upset because of them starting at 3:30 is because it rains at 3:30. There's been a lot of races this year that have been rained out and delayed because the races were so late in the afternoon. If you started at 1 o'clock, we wouldn't have that problem. But I mean, if it's a West Coast race, then yeah, start at 5:30, 4:15, stuff like that. But if it's East Coast, why not start at 1? Even though that does affect other people on the West Coast, it's not like they can't record the race and watch it later.
Bruh, after hearing that, I kind of agree with you now. Because, yeah, in the South and the East and all that, there is a lot of rain later in the afternoon, most of the time, you technically can never tell the weather over here, but it usually does, I understand what you're saying.
Yes.
So, got anything else you want to say? Because I don't.
What about Hendrick Motorsports? And they're saying about coming into like 3 cars, and I have an idea about what they might do if they do that. Like since Jimmy Johnson said he wants to run a partial schedule, he could. They're thinking of doing that because they can run Jimmy Johnson as that 4th car, and have him run a partial schedule. But I think it'd be really stupid if Hendrick did that.
Yeah, I think if they were to, since this is just a rumor, but I think if they did get rid of a car, I think they should get rid of the 48 and keep the 88 because I know some of the rumors were going around that they were gonna get rid of the 88 and add and put Alex Bowman into the 48 or something like that. So I think I would. That's really just what I would like if they just got rid of the 48.
I think it's very stupid, honestly. Like Kendrick Motorsports is like my favorite team. I've been a Jimmy Johnson fan ever since 2004. I like the Hendrick team a lot, and I don't get why they're doing this. I mean, they used to have the 5, they got rid of the 5. They've had a lot of cars in the past, and now it seems like they're not. Like, I mean, including Xfinity, they've cut down their teams in the Xfinity series. And, like, I mean, why not keep the 24, 88, and 48? Like, to me, that doesn't make any sense. Like, I mean, it's not like they're going broke or something like some other teams or reportedly are. Like, I mean, if honestly, in my opinion, if there's one number that they would get rid of would be the 24, just because the 24 was like Jeff Gordon's number. They could retire that. But I mean, now they have the 48, 88, I'm trying to think the 9 Chase Elliott. I don't know why I forgot about Chase, but I just don't see why they're doing this. Like, I mean, what's the point? I know Jimmy Johnson's retiring, but if they're not going to retire Gordon's number, why retire the 48? And why get rid of the 88? The 88 is a number that's become iconic in the 21st century. So, and I mean, it was back in the day too with like Darrell Waltrip and Bobby Allison. I just don't get why they're doing this. It honestly makes me frustrated.
Yeah, they're like one of the biggest teams in NASCAR. I agree with you. I don't really get why, like, what would make them want to get rid of, do this stuff.
Here's what I say they should do in Hendrick Motorsports. They should retire the number 24 and the number 48 at Hendrick Motorsports. I get the 88 and all that, but that was a short stint of Dale Jr.'s career. But the 24 should become the 25, and the 48 should become the 5, because those are big numbers at Hendrick Motorsports. But the 48 and 24 were the most significant numbers at Hendrick Motorsports they could have ever had. Just because of the 7-time champion and the 4-time champion of Jeff Gordon. They put the most influence on Hendrick Motorsports there. All right, another number that I would retire is the number 3, the 8, and the 43. Richard Petty can keep the 43 in NASCAR if he wants to. The 3 should be retired because Dale Sr. was a great impact on the sport. And he put his body on the line a lot of times in his career. And the 8, because Dale Jr., he put a lot of influence in NASCAR, and that was the majority of his career was in the 8 car.
Well, dude, I mean, I agree with you on that. Like, I mean, the only thing though, like, I remember when they announced that the 3 was coming back, it made a lot of people upset, including my grandfather, who is a huge Dale Senior fan and even met him once. And I mean, to me, I don't feel like NASCAR should be retiring numbers, because if they didn't do it for Richard Petty, they didn't do it for the 2 car, Rusty Watts, they didn't do it for the 11 car, they're not going to do it. Why do it for other people? Like, it's just making other people feel like, oh, we're not significant because our number didn't get retired. Like, that's just my opinion on that. And I'm not going to the most iconic numbers. Don't retire ones that are not even, like, honestly, like, why retire Richard? Why not, if you were to retire Jimmy Johnson's, why wouldn't you retire Richard Petty's or the 3 car? Like you said, why would they not retire the 3 car or the 43? All those numbers. Like, I just feel like you should just leave the numbers alone.
Yeah, I do agree with you there. I actually thought of this once, because it just wouldn't be really fair for all the other numbers, because if they retire these bigger, more popular numbers, you could say it kind of makes it seem like the other, like, it kind of lowers them down, like, makes them seem not as I don't really, you get what I mean.
Exactly. Another one too, I thought of, the 6 car and the 21 car and the 17 possibly, because Pearson drove the 17 and 21. The 6 was driven by Mark Martin. I mean, Rusty Walsh drove the 2, and Dale Senior drove the 2. Kelly Yarko drove the 11. So, I mean, there's just a lot of numbers,
Yeah, after thinking about it for a little bit and after hearing all this, you really can't retire numbers in NASCAR, because, like, you can retire it in a certain team, but you cannot retire in the whole NASCAR, because if you think about it, NASCAR, if they run out of all 99 numbers, what are going to be the numbers, Because you don't want to see them go into triple digits, do you? Triple digits is not really NASCAR. That's IMSA. You can keep that over there. Triple digits are stupid, in my opinion. But, yeah, after thinking about it, you can retire in just a certain team if they need to.
Yeah. So, last Thursday, we had a crazy race at Kansas. What are y'all's thoughts about that race? I'll share mine after y'all do.
I thought it was a pretty good race. I wasn't like extremely bored watching the whole race like some other tracks, but it also wasn't the most exciting race out there. It wasn't the best race out there. So I just thought it was a good race.
There was certain points that I was shaking at, and when Ryan Priest hit that hard crash, I'll tell you what, I stood up and I was shaking. I was so scared or whatever that he was hurt or something like that, because that was a scary incident. But thank God for the NASCAR safety equipment that we have now, because that saved his. Like, he would have been bad injured if it was like in the mid 2000s maybe. He would probably be like really severely hurt, because we didn't really have the technology that we do now. But it was, at some points it got boring, but we had really good battles for the lead in the mid-pack. We had a lot of good battles. And the restarts were amazing also. I loved the restarts at Kansas. And also, whenever it also threw a curve in, like, are you going to run the top or the bottom? Which lane's faster? Because the bottom was some faster for some people and the top was faster for other people. So you never knew what lane somebody would take. And it just brought that up. It was a good race, in my opinion. It's the best mile and a half on the schedule, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, it was just a good race.
I thought, like, I was at work, so I didn't really get to see the entire race or whatever. I saw highlights, but man, honestly, that was one, in my opinion, one of the best Kansas races in years. I mean, they had a lot of close racing, 3-4 wide. Restarts were insane. They were actually wrecking at a 1.5 mile track, which lately NASCAR hasn't had a lot of wrecks in 1.5 mile tracks. And I mean, the Ryan Priest wreck, when I saw the car turn left, I was like, I had flashbacks of Eric McClure at Talladega in 2012, I think, when he nailed the wall if y'all remember that.
Who?
It gave me flashbacks of the 2012, I think, race where Eric McClure like went straight to the wall at Talladega in Xfinity race. And I was like, oh my, like it just took me aback. I was like, geez. Thankfully he wasn't hurt. Like back in the 80s, 90s, he would have probably been dead. You know, it just shows you just how well NASCAR is done with their safety. And I mean, there was a lot of other crashes in that race. Unfortunately, Jimmy Johnson got caught up in another wreck, which doesn't surprise me. You know, Bubba Wallace got into a wreck, and he's 18th in the point standings, which surprised me. I'm surprised Bubba Wallace is so high in the standings. And I mean, Johnson dropped out of the playoff picture, so that's unfortunate. I mean, we can talk about that a little bit. The ending, of course, I was upset that William Byron didn't win because I like Byron. I've met him before, and I was like, man, he's going to get his first win, and then of course they have to take 2 tires on the last pit stop, and Denny Hamlin won. And Denny Hamlin won yet again. So I mean, other than that, I mean, the race was really good. I gave it a 7.5 out of 10.
All I know is whenever Byron fell out of the top 5, you know, I was like, it's between the top 3. And it was Kevin Harvick, Brad Keselowski, and Denny Hamlin. And once Kevin Harvick got passed by Brad Keselowski was really coming after Denny Hamlin for that lead. And it was really fast near the end. Those are the top. Those 3 are going to be in the final 4 by far. And I think Ryan Blaney will fill that 4th spot, in my opinion. And Ryan Blaney's won the championship, in my opinion. Either him or Denny Hamlin's winning. Or Kevin Harvick, I don't know. But,
you know, I think Quinn Houff is going to win the championship.
That's a good pick. That's a really good pick.
Or Timmy Hill. Either one of those 2.
Reese says Bowman.
Bowman.
I don't know.
I don't know about Bowman.
Preseason, I predicted Denny Hamlin to win. And, I mean, he looks like the championship favorite other than Harvick. I mean, they both won the most races and have had consistent runs, but Hamlin's had a history of choking in the playoffs, and Harvick's came so close the last couple of years. It seems like Harvick's in the playoffs Final 4 every year, and he's only won. But, I mean, other than that, like Tanner said, I wouldn't be surprised if Blaney gets in to the Final 4. And Eric Jones has been doing decent, but I think Chase Elliott might have a chance too, even though, you know, he's had a history of getting knocked out because of wrecks. But yeah.
Just thinking this for a second, if Kevin Harvick don't crash at Phoenix, he's winning the championship. Because that is Kevin Harvick's home. Like, that's his, big track that he's amazing at.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I think they kind of did that to have Kevin Harvick win the championship.
I was gonna say something, but I forgot. It was something. Because you were talking about the playoffs and stuff. I was gonna ask you. So Kyle Busch hasn't been you know, he hasn't been as good. So I was wondering how do you guys think he will? If he will, how you think he will make the championship 4 or anything like that, or go deep into the playoffs? Because I know he can probably go pretty deep into the playoffs.
I think he's eliminated in the round of 12. That's as far as he's making it, in my opinion.
I think he's had a rough season, and he hasn't won yet. He's had stuff happen to him, but I won't be surprised if he does win 1 race this season, or maybe 2. But I don't see him going very far this season. I think it's the season after he won the championship last year. It's gonna be like a sophomore slump sort of thing, even though he's not a sophomore. But I feel like he'll probably either go out in a round of 12 or a round of 8 or something like that.
Yeah, it's just so weird to think about that, since Kyle Busch isn't. I forgot how I was gonna say that. I don't know. Just
I got a question for everybody. Jimmy Johnson, does he have a chance? Do y'all think he'll make the playoffs? Honestly, I'm a little biased. I think he'll win at Dover and make it in. But that's a little biased on my part. But I want to hear y'all's opinion on that.
what if he won both of the Dover races since they're back to back? That'd be cool.
I would cry.
I'd probably cry too.
I've said this for the past 4 years. I will cry if Jimmy Johnson wins. I've been saying that because he's not winning in a while, and I've been a fan of him since 2005, the year that I was born. I've always been a fan of Jimmy Johnson. Yeah, because my mom was a fan of Jimmy Johnson. That's the reason why I became a Jimmy Johnson fan. But Jimmy Johnson's like my idol, and so not to see him win in 4 years and then Bill slump, and everybody call him, he's washed up, and I get he may be a little washed up and all that, but I think he still has it in to win at least one more race.
Jimmy Johnson, you know, like you said, I've always been a Jimmy fan. When I first started watching NASCAR, I was like 4. You know, he was my favorite driver. And I mean, it hurts. Honestly, I'm sure I've said this in other podcasts episodes. It hurts to see him wreck and not be able to win. And like for me, with like, I have a lot of knowledge in NASCAR and everything, like with statistics and like predictions, you know. I mean, I'm not saying that y'all don't. I'm just saying that like a lot of like, with my mindset viewing races and stuff, I'm just hardly ever confident that he'll win a race. But I feel like he probably will win one more time. I don't know which track, but I hope he wins. I mean, Dover, yeah, that's a good pick because Dover's the track he's really good at. I mean, it's hard to say whether he'll get in or not. I mean, last year he missed it. The year before he got knocked out, and I mean, I think he might get in. It just depends on, you know, how well he runs. He needs to stay out of trouble. He's been getting into so many accidents lately and stuff happening to him, and it's just cost him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know he has had this. He's been wrecking a lot, but I think he's definitely going to make the playoffs. I think he's going to make the playoffs, but I just might be a little biased because I'm a really big Jimmy fan too.
We
We're all
really
just-
can't say anything because we're all biased for Jimmy Johnson and all that.
We're
But
all Jimmy
People
fans.
who are not like biased like that, if this whatever you're publishing this thing on, if it has comments, y'all just say if Jimmy Johnson's gonna make the playoffs or not. If it has comments, I don't know if this thing has comments. What you're posting is it on YouTube?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
going to be on YouTube. But yeah,
Alright,
yeah, good
well,
idea.
Everybody
Well,
comment
anybody-
if y'all think Jimmy will make the playoffs or not, and if he'll
Yeah.
get a win.
Do that. I think it'd be really.
It's gonna be interesting for the next couple of races, to say
Yeah.
the least.
I don't
Yeah,
even know honestly where they're racing at the next couple of weeks. I haven't honestly been able to check, and most of them are probably on a channel I can't watch. So I don't know. Just like what races are coming up next? Like what tracks? Is
I
it
know New
like,
Hampshire's next.
New Hampshire, the Daytona, the Daytona, you know, it's the normal race, and the Roval is coming up. That's
oh
before-
yeah.
So- I'm gonna
That's gonna be a cool one.
host a watch party on Instagram, everybody, for the Daytona Road Course on my Instagram, John Deere Cupster. So y'all might want to tune in.
Michigan, Daytona Road Course, Dover, Daytona. That's the playoffs.
Reese has it. You want to hear Reese know the races? Coming up.
It's New Hampshire, Michigan, Daytona Road Course, Dover, Daytona.
And then it's the playoffs.
Dude, if they don't have the race on NBC or Fox, or I mean, if they don't have the race on NBC, the Daytona races, I'm gonna be pissed because I don't have the NBCSN or FS1. So I mean,
Hey, Christian, if they don't, I got you.
and it also depends on my work schedule. But anyway, I work a lot, so I sometimes.
Hey,
But Since we were talking about the Daytona Roval coming up. I'm really excited for that, but there's going to be no practice or no qualifying or practice or anything. So I was wondering, what do you guys think is gonna? What do you expect from that? Because anything can happen, probably.
I think the first lap, bunch of crashes. But
Probably.
but look, these days you never can tell though, because they got iRacing. They can test on iRacing and all that. So you really come into it like they know where the braking zones are. You got people who run the Rolex 24, so they definitely know when the braking zones are. But you really can't compare the IMSA cars and the NASCARs, because one's a stock car and they go slower, like a lot slower than the IMSA cars do.
Yeah.
So, I don't know how it's gonna work. I've been playing Daytona road course on project cars too, and you can just see, like, I already know turn one's gonna be crazy, and then exiting out into turn like NASCAR turn 1 and 2. Those are gonna be the craziest turns, in my opinion.
Probably.
I think there'll be a lot of wrecks. Like, I think there'll be some wrecks for sure. I'm saying, like, maybe, there won't be. I don't know if the,
And then you got the chicane on the backstretch.
the big
You can only get 2 wide on it.
the Daytona Oval race where it's not the road course. Yeah, there'll be a wreck, or a big wreck probably. But the road course, there'll probably be some wrecks or whatever, people going off the track. I wouldn't be surprised if Marshall Senior tries and wrecks or whatever, starts whining like he did at the Roval in 2018. But who knows? We'll see. I think I'm going to go and make a bold prediction. I think William Byron will win the first Daytona race, the oval one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'd like to see William Byron win. I like him. He's a
That's the person who I picked to win the Daytona 500, and then he got crashed out in the first stage. Now I'm gonna go with the bold prediction. I'm gonna say for the oval race, it's gonna be Ricky Stenhouse, in my opinion. Ricky Stenhouse is gonna win the Coke 0400. But for the road course, I think that's where Kyle Busch is gonna get his first one of the season.
I think the oval. For the oval, I'm gonna say
What if
gonna say Ryan Blaney for the oval, and then for the roval, I feel like I think
What did
like
you say for the oval?
oval. I said Ryan Blaney.
Ooh, see.
But for the roval, I think like I don't really know. I'm gonna say Chase Elliott. Wait, no, not Chase Elliott.
If you got told by now, I hate Chase Elliott.
Don't you like Chase?
I don't like Chase.
I
Only
like-
because of the fans.
Me. Specifically me.
Leave.
I think Ryan Blaney will, I predicted Blaney to win the 500. But I think Blaney will make the final
We
four
got
anyway.
this close.
You say he was going to win the road course?
Blaney cannot win a road course.
He did.
He
Yeah,
won the
because of Jimmy Johnson crashing.
He locked up the brakes and spun.
No, Jimmy Johnson pressing the brakes way too late, and that's what happened.
Jimmy Johnson put a whole lock bar into the last turn and took out Trex, but
He probably could have won that race if he didn't mess up.
I
If he-
think if I'm wrong on the rest of
I
the
think
schedule.
bananas.
But if Jimmy didn't get them both wrecked out, I think like Truex was gonna win. Probably.
All right, let's just stop talking about 2018. Let's talk about 2020.
Yeah, let's just go all the way back to 2018. talk about those
That-
races.
I was wrong.
I hated 2018. 2018 was the worst NASCAR season in history.
It wasn't all right. That's not, bro.
Bro, 2018 sucked.
2017 sucked. 2017 was awful.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
Only 3 races was good.
Which ones?
You got no wait for Watkins Glen,
Shut up.
the Roval,
Shut up, Reese. All right, everybody.
the last Kansas and Dover.
Shut up. Okay. So, let's just see this. 2021, you already know there's going to be a weird schedule for that season.
Phoenix's championship. So
I don't care about that. But, yeah, what do y'all think 2021 is going to bring? What new tracks do you think NASCAR is going to add?
Coda.
And what tracks do you think they're going to take out of the schedule?
They're gonna add Coda and take out 1 Texas race.
I think, I mean, I said this, I think it was maybe the first podcast episode. We're talking about what tracks they should add. I mean, they should add a lot. They should add more road courses. They should add the Circuit of the Americas, Road America
Yeah, Coda.
schedule. They should add road courses. And honestly, I think they should get rid of one of the Michigan races. And I mean, it'd be cool to see them do a reverse race, maybe a reverse around the track, sort of race.
Talladega.
Or a reverse.
They should
Shut
go
up.
Monza Oval.
I got a track they should run. There's actually 3 actually. The Pocono Road Course. Try it out. Just try it out for 1 race.
Reverse Pocono.
All right, you got the Texas Road Course. Texas Motor Speedway has a road course that really nobody knows about. And that would be a really cool NASCAR race to see. And also Gateway, the Gateway Road Course.
The Gateway Road Course is decent, but I don't think NASCAR is ever going to go back there other than with the Truck Series. He tried the Xfinity, but the races were so boring that they were like, nah, we're just going to cut up in the schedule.
Riverside.
See, Riverside would have been lit, but of course they had to take it down back in 1989, I think. It's unfortunate, but they should definitely add more courses. Honestly, I think they should add road courses.
They should add the All-Star race from the Superbird Cup Series. They should add that track onto the schedule. The ramp, the legendary ramp.
They just all yell Allahu Akbar or Wakanda Forever off the ramp. You know what I'm saying? But,
Yeah. The Monza Oval.
oh, they should do They should go to Monza in Europe. Like I said this before too. They should do a track outside the U.S. Like
Monza or Monaco? Monaco.
They should go to Nürburgring, Le Mans, Monza, tracks like
Monaco.
that. The Le Mans track.
All 3 series should go to Canadian Tire.
No. But Monaco would be cool.
If NASCAR goes to one of those tracks like in Europe, I'm gonna cry. I'd be so happy.
Yeah. But here's the thing, the amount of money that it's going to cost to take the cars all the way over across the country. I don't think NASCAR's willing to spend that much money just to take them across the country. But if they went anywhere, I would see it be in Australia. Australia is going to be the first place I think they'll go because they have the most NASCAR fans other than the United States of America.
They went
That or
to
Mexico.
They went to Mexico and Australia before, and they went to Japan before, so I don't see why they can't go to Europe. The only reason why they wouldn't go to Europe is because of the coronavirus pandemic, in my opinion. They have enough money to do it.
Yeah. See, what I think is a F1, IndyCar, and NASCAR triple header
That'd be
That-
cool.
at Coda.
But
At Coda.
Or they should put the F1 cars on Talladega or something because F1 races here are all road courses, and there's never been in like ovals. So if they do like an F1 race at like a oval track, we'll actually see wrecks in the race.
No, F1, the reason they can't do like a track like Talladega or Daytona is the banking. The banking's way too dangerous for the F1 cars.
That is true. Back in the, I think it was 60s, 50s, they had like a sort of division like IndyCar, and they're racing Daytona. They had like 6 people get killed in less than a year there. So yeah, that's probably a bad idea. But some other track probably. You know,
Put F1. Put F1 on Watkins Glen again, or put them on like a track like Iowa or something like that. You know.
it would be the
Daytona road course, but they don't go up on the bacon. They stay on the apron.
Shut up. But
the stupidest one would be if they put F1 on Eldora.
Yes.
believe this. But
One
the
out
tracks
door.
that I've been pushing for the past couple of years, IndyCar, the NTT IndyCar series, put them on Bristol. Because them drivers are always wanting to put stock car. They always want to drive on Bristol. Put IndyCars on Bristol.
Yeah, we should make a petition for that, man. Like low key.
Let's do it.
They should run this track.
What is that?
That looks like
Red Bull Ring.
yeah, that'd be cool too.
I think they should just do a figure eight. Put NASCAR and the Formula One cars together in a race together, and put them in whatever it's called, a figure eight. Then have like a 2-hour race or 3 hours or whatever.
Hey, but look here. I have a petition. I have something to say. There's two things that I want to say. Yes, to the figure eight, but last one standing wins. But the All-Star race, throw them in like a World of Outlaws or a late model car and put them on Eldora or something like that for the All-Star race. See who can shine on the dirt.
They've done that for 2 years before. I don't know if they would do that now. I think it'd be cool if they did like the All-Star race at some freaking track. If they do like
Late models.
Shut up.
They should race the late models for the All-Star race.
it should be awesome. They should go to like I think it'd be cool if they did Virginia International race, but like Road Atlanta or something like that for an All-Star race.
Yeah, but here's like, I think they would have to do that if they want to test like a track or something. The All-Star race or the Clash, that's a perfect way to test them, in my opinion.
Or you just go around reverse to Talladega and say what Tony Stewart said, we're all gonna die one day.
Put them going like this way, go boom.
Oh, yes.
Hey, NASCAR Heat 5 be like.
Okay. Here's exactly what he said. For the first third of the race, we go regular round. Second, we go back.
Y'all want to see me beat up my brother?
Yeah.
No.
Mhm.
No.
Anyways, what other stuff you want to talk about? We're witnessing
Are you
Tony.
gonna shut up now?
Oh my god! I think you might need to sorry.
Yeah, I like the idea that you were talking about, Tanner, of putting them on like doing a dirt race for like the All-Star or something, see who would do the best. If they did do a dirt race or something like that, who do you think would win?
Christopher Bell.
Kyle Larson.
Kyle Larson.
Are you racist?
No, Kyle Larson. He goes. You know, he's in a dirt track.
Should we kick him off? Should we kick him off? This racist guy.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
right.
I'm
He likes Kyle Larson.
Not racist. What? I didn't even say anything. I just said.
Sorry, but we don't allow racists here.
Bro, low key though, how is that racist? If you're gonna call that racist, then I would say that you thinking Jimmy Johnson will win our championship is racist. If you're gonna go like that, like low key, like Kyle Larson, if he comes back to NASCAR in the All-Star race next year, he's gonna win a dirt race if they do a dirt race for an All-Star race. So how is that racist?
No, we were just joking because how the world is today. Everything's racist, apparently.
But yeah, Kyle Larson would definitely win a dirt race if they did it. What if they ran like an all dirt race season?
Haley Deegan would win, or Quinn Half, or Natalie Denver.
Bro, Natalie Decker's like injury prone now. Natalie Decker is injury prone. She's just like, what's his name?
Eagles quarterback.
Oh yeah, he's just like Carson Wentz.
Called Natalie Decker a he.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz is the back row.
Hey, I got a debate.
Hey, go Cowboys.
I got a debate for both of y'all. Which drink is better?
Mountain Dew or Body Armor?
Mountain
I
Dew.
think Body Armor.
Chocolate
Mountain-
milk.
I like the strawberry lemonade Body Armor.
All right, guys. I'm trying to think of something else we could talk about. So, anything in the Dogcast series community you want to talk about? I know there's been a lot of drama going on, especially with Exxon and Haley apparently taking up some chats and stuff like that. So, what's y'all's thoughts about the Dogcast series community last couple of weeks?
All I'm gonna say is I'm friends with everybody on there. I don't try to
Yeah.
make anybody mad. I don't like to start crap up about anything. That's how I am, and I know that's how you are, Christian, too. Just so I know
Yeah.
that's how you are too. Also, I don't block anybody unless they're rude to me or something like that. I know there's some people that's been rude to me in the past because I wouldn't let them win in my series, but I'm not like that. I'm not gonna let you win if you're gonna tell me that tell me to make you win. But that's how I am.
Yeah,
Sign up for
same
my
with
series, by the way. John Deere Cup series, sign up. Here you go.
Yeah, it gets kind of annoying sometimes. I've gotten people because I made them just like not win, and then or like get close to winning and wreck or something, and then they get mad at me.
Right. See, I don't go mad. I just act crazy whenever I don't win in Christian series. Go 22.
I'm so used to like people saying like, I mean, even in the past, like people getting upset because they didn't win. But I mean,
All right.
it happens.
I'm
I
completely
mean,
mad now. Look what
There's
they
a lot
did
of-
to our Mountain Dew
Shut
beer
up.
sugar
We're talking about
diecast.
something. But
it's being
here's the thing. People are saying like diecast series are rigged. Well, no, they're rigged. But see, I don't get is like when people get mad because you make somebody that's not active win or something like that. You know, like that's how I am. I just do it realistically on who I think is gonna win. Like the
Me,
cards.
most of the time it's randomized. Like I put a name in the hats, pull one out. So that's how I usually do it. Now sometimes it depends. Like I mean, sometimes I've done it to where it depends on who's active. It just depends. I mean, like going back to what you said, like blocking people. I've only blocked I've blocked a good bit of people for like sending me a bunch of really bad stuff, but the diecast series community can be toxic. I remember if y'all haven't yet, go check out me and Josiah's interview a couple weeks ago. We talked about a bunch of stuff, including like how I got started in media and diecast series and all that. So y'all can check that out if you want and explain more.
Yeah. What I'm gonna say is there's a couple of diecast series I will not join because how toxic it is. But I'm not gonna call anything out or anything like that. But because I'm friends with the people who I won't join somebody's. I'm friends with somebody and I won't even join their diecast series. But yeah, I try to like do my diecast series as fairly as possible, But
Yeah, I got kicked out of the series for something I didn't do.
oh yeah, Reese to get kicked out of the series because of something. It's just all the drama with some stuff in the diecast series lately.
Yeah, like I just mentioned, I think it's crazy that people are trying to take over other people's chats and like delete it. Like it's so stupid. Like, I mean, there's rumors about Exxon doing that to many people. And I mean, his birthday was just the other day. Like, I'm good. I'm like cool with him, and I'm cool with a lot of people in the podcast community. But I think doing that, like, try to take over chats, add people in that don't need to be in there, and try to take over chats and then delete it. Like, that's honestly like very upsetting and very rude, very childish. I don't like that. Like, why would you do that? I know, like, I don't know if it's true, but I do know from various people that some people have been doing that, and it's frustrating. I haven't really called them out because of it, but it's something like it needs to stop. But that's the biggest drama I've seen this week, whereas a lot of people are upset at Exxon and his girlfriend. If we know if she's actually his girlfriend, we're actually doing this. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on that.
You're right.
Yeah,
You go
I
ahead.
also thanks, but I also think that it's kind of annoying when people like just they ask to be admin. I think that's they're like, hey, can I be admin for no random reason just because I feel like
You
it.
wanna kick somebody or something. Don't kick anybody from chats if it's not your own.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Can
Yeah.
you make me admin so I can kick this guy because he was mean to me?
Or like
Yeah.
here's something else I don't like. When people leave your series without telling you, you know? They like just leave your chat all of a sudden.
Yeah, that's something going.
And then they don't tell you, and you have this driver, and he wins, and you're like, at somebody wins, you know, and he's not even in the chat.
That was the name last season at Martinsville, the 41 part.
I think with that, like with the admins, I choose my admins, basically people that have been in my series for a while, and I trust everyone in my series, and there's a certain amount of people that I don't feel should be fit for admin. So I just admin people who I know will actually watch the chat, make sure doesn't anything happen. They know the rules. They know the rules by heart. Like they're gonna actually like make the place like very healthy, not toxic. Those are the people I choose to admin, and people that have had experience in other diecast series and know what it's like to run a chat, stuff like that. Those are the people I admin. It doesn't mean it's not like I'm favoring anybody. It's just I want to make sure it's like a good environment.
Hey,
And I know there's been a lot of hate around some other people's diecast series because they make somebody win who's not like active or anything like that. I don't care if you're active or not. You know, that's
Yeah.
I get kicked from chats if I'm not active on some chats, but I get that, but sorry to the chats that I'm not active on or whatever, but
Yeah,
some chats just get too crazy.
I agree, man. Like I've been in so many chats, I've seen all sorts of stuff, bad things. I'm not very active in some because I'm busy all the time and I work and I'm in college, I have a bunch of stuff going on, so I can't really be in the chats a lot. And I know people have gotten said they're like, "Oh, why aren't you in my chat? Why aren't you doing this?" Well, I haven't had time. But it just depends on the day and everything. But I understand what you're saying. Completely relatable.
But see, like some chats I just mute because they talk like 24/7 and it just blows up my phone, so I just mute the chat. You know what I'm saying?
that happens with me. Yeah, there's a few chats that I'm on. They just like it's like constantly I'm getting that little do.
No,
It's just like
last night I was
constant.
doing my NASCAR 85 league and everything like that, and my phone just went bzz, bzz, like every 5 seconds, and my dad was like, "Hey, whose phone keeps on going off?" They could feel it down. They could hear it going from downstairs when I'm upstairs, and it's sitting on my couch. They can hear it, and I was like racing. And luckily, I muted it during the caution.
That's to be honest.
But
Like 30 something probably. I've considered actually retiring from some diecast series chats because it's just so much. I can't view all of them and my notifications go insane. Sometimes my phone will glitch, but
Right.
yeah, I know. Sometimes it gets a little overwhelming being so many diecast series. Even sometimes I get people asking me if do you want to be in my diecast series? And sometimes I just do it just to be nice, and then I'm never active on the chat. So I just I end up leaving it because I'm not active that
Right.
often.
And see, like my diecast series, it doesn't really matter if you're like active or not in my series, you know.
That's how me and Tanner are.
yeah,
And I don't care if you're active or not. My chats are really not that active that I have, but
Same.
Mine isn't really either.
it used to be. That's the reason why I muted your chat. I don't even remember. Do what?
You muted my chat?
Yeah, because it got crazy at one point. I was like, I'm just muting it, and I forgot to unmute it.
Oh. I'm gonna
mute
kick you.
everybody's chat.
Now.
You don't mute my
I
chat. Not crazy.
muted everyone's chat, like everything, just because I'm just so many.
I know like a bunch of people who mute like every chat that they're in, and just get on it when they want to. I just know a couple people do that. Like, there's like chats that I'm like, I don't mute. I don't mute like Christians because I want to be in the races, you know.
I was forced to turn off my Instagram notifications.
Oh yeah, you were. But There's like some chats like if I take it serious or whatever. Because there's a couple series that I really don't take seriously.
There's some I'm just in to see what's going on, like the Napa one. Honestly, like I'm a part of the series, but they never race. I'm just in there to see all the crazy stuff that people talk about and stuff. It's insane, but
I've heard there's a lot of drama going on with this series.
it's crazy, man. I'm telling you, Jersey Mike, the thing with him, with people taking over his chat, DeWalt had people taking over his series, and it got bad. I mean, Napa, there's a lot of stuff people talk about in there too, but I mean, one day I'll probably make a video about ranking the diecast series, like talking about each one of them and everything. So I'll be like, oh, here's this one. I level what's good about it, what's bad about it, stuff like that. I've considered doing that, but the problem is I might get a lot of backlash from it. Even though, like, honestly, I'm
It's
just
your
gonna say,
opinion.
yeah.
Hey,
That's straight.
See, here's the thing. I don't care what people think of my series. I'm just doing it for fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, same, man. I mean, I've had a lot of hate in the past about mine, but I honestly don't care anymore because I know it's the truth.
Christian, yours is like the most unique and like one of the best.
Mine's
It's crazy.
Thank you.
Yeah, Christian, you're on the lines of like Napa Cup Series, like comparable.
I think Christian, this might be a little biased or whatever. I think you have the best diecast series that I've been in so far. Not being like that, but it's just unique, and nobody's toxic. Nobody's really toxic in your chat though. You know.
Appreciate it. Thank you. I try to get rid of toxic people. I've had to get rid of toxic people in the chat before, and I've had to get rid of a bunch of things. I try to make the rules as good for everybody. Make sure it's a good environment. Make sure nothing stupid happens. But yeah, I mean sometimes it happens, but
Right.
Yeah,
I
some
can
people
admit
just,
your chat. If they get active, if there's like a lot of people active, they just go on your chat, Christian.
dude, I honestly, like, I'll admit, like, it honestly annoys me sometimes. Like, that's why I made that one meme on my meme account. I was like, bro, y'all need to chill out with these go. It's like,
Go 22. Go.
go. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, like, I mean, yeah. Honestly, in my opinion, like, I don't like to like say mine's better than anyone else's. Like, I can't really say that. Now, if I ever make a video talking about some, I probably won't mention mine because I don't want to put mine above others, make it seem like I'm being like selfish and like prideful and all that. I'm not going to do that. But I mean, yeah, I've heard a lot of positive feedback about mine, and honestly, I think Napa's would be one of the best if they actually had races. Like, I mean, they had races before, but I mean, it just seems like they've never had races. Now, probably the most toxic one, I'm going to say, the most toxic diecast series I've ever witnessed was Grubhub. But other than that, the most toxic one I think I know, the most toxic diecast series, in my opinion, that I've ever been in was Grubhub. But other than that, I honestly don't really have any problems with any like diecast series in particular. Like, I've
never heard anything about my diecast series. I've not heard of people telling it's good or bad. I've never heard anybody say something about my diecast series, which I'm fine about.
They need to give you some feedback, but I guess it just depends on how active people are and stuff. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't got any feedback from anybody on mine, but it's fine.
Like, for example, with Fastenal Club Series, I think Fastenal is one of the best diecast series. I give it, a good rating. But the only problem is they never showed a leaderboard. He never shows a leaderboard in his post. And the only other problem is he never cleans his carpet before he races. So you'll see food on the ground and like dust and stuff. Like, vacuum your room. Other than that, I mean, he's good. But yeah, I mean, I could go on and on.
yeah,
Right.
but
I think you have a good idea of ranking stuff like that. We should we should get a bunch of people from like the diecast community and like do something like this, and just talk about what we could do to get other people's diecast series better, and like
I think it's a good idea. But I don't know how many
I
people
have an
do
idea
it.
to make mine better.
But like, see, we can get like a couple of people who have diecast series. You know, some of the smaller people we can get them in here. Some of the bigger
Yeah.
people we get them in here.
Smaller people.
And
But
it's
the
like,
thing is, I don't think really much people on YouTube really know much about these Instagram diecast series. But yeah, I think that would be pretty cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
I wish a lot of people like. See, I don't get signups like a lot. See, I'm doing like signups right now, and I don't really get a lot of signups. It takes me about a month to get my signups full. Other than like people who get it gives them like 2 minutes and they're full.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends, man. You got like when I did, I just spread mine out. I was gonna make news. I sent it to a whole lot of people, let people know that it's gonna happen in this many days. I mean, like going to the YouTube diecast community, like I don't know much about the YouTube diecast community at all, but they don't really know a whole lot about us. So it'd be kind of cool if we could like see if like some of them will get like we get to talk with them. But
But see, here's the thing with like the YouTube diecast community, they're like really big, and then but they do stop motions, and the stop motions are like really clean and all that. But like we just like tip pictures of like certain key moments of the race.
I just
I get people can seem like that's like that don't make any sense, but
Hey, Chris,
I
I have one question for you.
what?
What is this face?
Oh Lord! Wait, hold on! I can't see it. Come on, come back.
oh, let me see it. Let me see it.
That's one of my thumbnails.
I can't.
That's not a bad picture.
It's just the face.
No, it's not, Reese. I don't get it. But what I say is, it'd be pretty cool if we got like a bunch of people from like the Instagram like diecast community. If like we all linked up with like a race or something, or like we just did something like this, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, boy.
Because we know a lot of the YouTubers do it, like the diecast YouTubers do. They meet up at like races and all that. But
like for me, like I would post about my series on YouTube, but my channel is like particularly for sports, talking, story times, vlogs, stuff like that. So I don't upload my diecast series stuff on there because of that. But I mean, stop motions. If I had more time, I'd probably do a stop motion, but I don't.
Right.
The other can, but that's just me. Like I don't have the time at the moment to post about my series on YouTube or anything like that. But
right.
But yeah, I'm actually one of my recent, I think it was my last podcast, but like a lot of it, like 30 minutes got cut off of the video, and this one's getting pretty long. So I'm actually gonna get ending it. But if you guys wanna say any closing remarks or anything like that.
Hey, subscribe to Josiah's YouTube account. He's one of the
Yes,
real
sir.
ones.
yeah, man, go subscribe to Josiah, man. I mean, hopefully we get more of these in the future. Unfortunately, Andrew couldn't make it today, but hopefully he'll be on. And our channels and stuff will be in the description. So look at them if you want. And thanks for watching.
Yeah, I'll link your guys' channels in the description. But yeah, I hope you YouTube guys, maybe, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye.